Want to 10x your growth? Discover how only 3 growth hacks in 10 days can change everything. Welcome to the 10-Day Growth Hacking Challenge with your host, Nader Sabri. Today we are here with Zaheer Nasser, who has just finished the 10-Day Growth Hacking Challenge. Congratulations, Zaheer. How does it feel?
Thanks, Nader. Yeah, it was intense, but I learned a lot, and it's been a great experience. So thank you so much.
Most welcome. Well, first, 2 congratulations are always in order. One is congratulations for being nominated. Being nominated to this process is a really important thing. Many people don't realize how important it is to actually be nominated, because we use a paid-for system only, which we'll talk a little bit more as we move on. And congratulations for finishing the challenge. I'd like to kind of step back and reflect on what have your results look like overall. Some of the things that you've learned, whether they be transformations, inspirations, things about, especially things related to the process that we've used in the last 10 days. Give us some insights, man. Some reflections.
So yeah, the numbers have definitely been interesting. The feedback that we've got from the community, from people that we've interacted to, has been really, really interesting. Over the past 10 days, the challenge has really forced us to speak to people that we didn't really spend much time speaking to before. And we really needed to get some results to show you something. So it was important for us to just go out and get out of our comfort zone and do it. In terms of the golden ticket, the golden card, we're a little bit behind on hack 1, but we definitely have a lot to work on, and great insights that came out of the first hack. In terms of hack 2, we're at 50 to 60 email addresses. And we're getting the data we need to support hack 3 and get the pricing. This is actually helping us negotiate better deals with the labs that we work with, helping us think more strategically about logistics and how we engage with the doctors who are going to be on our platform. So we have some great insights. We have some really useful information to help us move forward and scale our operations when we're ready to launch.
Awesome. And how has the process that we've done here in the 10-Day Growth Hacking Challenge using growth thinking, how has that helped you transform and move forward? If you put it, let's say, into 3 points, 3 things that definitely have been outcomes that you've seen tangibly come out of this for you.
So, a lot of people, and me included, when we think about growth hacking or marketing and its basic, concept, we tend to procrastinate a lot. We're like, okay, this can happen later. And what this challenge has kind of forced me to realize, and for the good, is that a lot of what we want to do can be done now and can be accelerated with the right guidance, with the right support from people like yourself. Your book has been an amazing inspiration and help. And for me, marketing and growth hacking was really daunting before. Now I feel like I'm really equipped to take on, I want to go find something out. We'll use your methodology that's described in the book and templates that are provided. And these are awesome. This is what, entrepreneurs and even bigger businesses need to survive in this crazy world that we live in. So.
Yeah. Well, true. The future, we look at growth hacking as, or at least what I call as a super skill of the future. So to be competitive and to grow in the future, this is one of the core skills actually that many people are going to need. And it's, again, one of the super skills of the future. So I'm glad that you picked up on that. And I've seen kind of your transformation as we've gone through. And I really like the fact that I saw like you just got like really, really focused. And one of the things I've noticed, one of the consistencies that I've seen among many contenders, and it happens at different levels for everybody, is clarity. When there's simplicity and clarity that comes into play, and all of a sudden your target is clear as day, things just like move in super speed, a speed that they had not estimated in the beginning. And what I like what you did, I intentionally, as you notice, when we start the growth hacking, I try to challenge you, but not, push you in a certain direction. But what I like what you did, and I've seen other contenders who've done this and do it, it works out very well, is where they create their growth hacks in sequences. And a sequence is like one builds on the other and the other pushes the next one. And so it creates this just momentum. Although we've only done 3 growth hacks in the last 10 days, it empowers that energy into you. And I've seen that where, like, you know, you're looking at the concepts, you're tapping into it. You know, we had the golden card, as you pointed out, right? We classify as the golden card. And you're like, okay, well, you know, it's not at the numbers we were thinking, but it's a start. And that's what's key. You know, a lot of people underestimate just a start, right? I mean, you mentioned you only had, I think, 60 emails, but that's a lot, actually. You know, in the bigger scheme of things, as a target, you'd be like, I need 1 million emails. But if you don't start with the first one, you're nowhere close to getting 1 million. And so many people underestimate that. And I like the fact that you did that very well, that you knew that, like, you know, I have to start with 50, 60. You started with the people in proximity to you, which is really important. And I remember you pointed something out to me, which I really liked. You talked about where you removed the bias of just getting people that you know to say, yes, it's great, to encourage you. You wanted to really dig in to be like, would you actually pay for this? And that's a really important bias to get past. I mean, we all want to help each other out. We have vested interest. Of course, that's my bias, is always I have a vested interest in make sure my contenders do well. Although I keep challenging you and putting you a bit into the discomfort zone, but you know, that's how you thrive. So yeah, awesome. So any last words you want to share with anyone before we leave, in a sense, like a takeaway, that if somebody's watching this and they're like, I have no idea what growth hacking is, I have no idea what this process was, what would be that final takeaway that you just like to leave with anybody as a final thought?
Yeah, I mean, growth hacking is a very new concept. Well, it's not new, but it's picking up traction now, and I think I want people to realize that rather than following traditional methods of marketing, pick up another's book, have a look at the methodologies that he shares, because these sound kind of wacky and crazy and out of you know, some, you know, book of crazy, but really they're not. It's a really amazing methodology to help you really drive traction very quickly. And yeah, I love the concepts. I think growth hacking as a term is really picking up, and many people still don't know what it is. So it's a great book, a great program, and if anybody's fortunate to be nominated to be part of what I did, I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. So
awesome. So as for those of you who are familiar with the challenges, you know, each challenge is worth $10,000, and it's only by nomination. So we always have, and the only way it works is through a paid forward system to be nominated either by myself, someone who I've nominated to nominate others, which are only a few people, or one of the existing or previous contenders. The paid forward system is a really important principle behind this challenge, because everybody knows somebody else who needs the same kind of help and fits the criteria. So as we come to the pay it forward part, who are your 3 nominees and why are you nominating them?
So the first one is a very good friend of mine, Muammar Magam. He comes from a technology background, worked in Oracle for many years and other tech companies. He's you know, struggling to get customer that he needs. Not necessarily struggling, but it's a long long process to onboard a customer, and I think he could do with some great insights on how to accelerate that process. So he's the first. The second one is an amazing lady called Simran. Simran runs a platform for women in the corporate world and entrepreneurs, helping them get education, empowerment, and she's doing some really awesome stuff to help and support women. And she could really do with more growth and help getting those early customers through the door. She already works with some amazing people and can definitely benefit from what you teach. And the third one, it's a toss-up actually, but I'm going to say there's a guy in our office. He runs an awesome company called House Call, and his name is now I've forgotten. That's put me on the spot. I know his surname. and I'm sorry, I spoke to him and his brother, and I remember his brother's name, but I don't remember his name. I think it's Humaid Al-Zabi. He runs
Okay.
an awesome primary care um, uh, telemedicine digital health platform. I don't know the full details, but we were talking about growth hacking, and this is something he would be really interested in doing. So yeah, those are my three. I
Fantastic.
hope that you guys benefit from this.
Awesome. Awesome. So there we go. That's the pay it forward system. And so I always have one last surprise left at the very end of the challenge. I always challenge you to, of course, have used the last 10 days, but in the book, we have a total of 20 growth hacks that we do in here, and you've done 3 of them in the challenge. So I challenge every contender at the end to finish the remaining 17 in the next 60 days. And the reason is that I have an all-star program that's being developed that takes people to the next level. And I'd love to see you as a member of my all-star program. And to do that, it would be finishing your remaining 17. And that obviously would be using it obviously in real-time growth, which are some of the things we've already started in the last 10 days. And then if you notice, I always tell people, keep writing down all the different incremental hacks or the micro hacks or the mega hacks that we come up with for the very, very purpose that by the time you're done this, many people already almost have half of that already in place, not executed, but at least know where they're going after the next experiment. So definitely use what we've done in the last 10 days wisely. And if in the next 60 days, if you finish the remaining 17, I'd love to welcome you to my all-star program. And you'll be working with some other top-notch people in the growth space. So yeah, there we
Awesome.
go.
Challenge accepted.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations, good luck, keep in touch, and we'll see your success online or wherever it's going to be. I guess it is all going to be online, isn't it?
It is indeed. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Zaheer. Take care.